A very, very good morning to you. How are you doing? Welcome to your world this beautiful Tuesday morning. And it being a Tuesday, you know, we're talking matters relationship. I'm your host, Mikali, and today is no different because we're exploring a very interesting conversation. We're exploring something that probably many experience, few understand, and everybody has an opinion about this kind of situation or relationship. And we're talking about intergenerational relationships. And to be honest, I think we're living in a world where every other day, after a few years, love is being redefined. Kuna kitu mpya inatokelezea kwa vitu za mapenzi. That is why every Tuesday tutakuwa hapa tutakosa topic, because there's always an angle, there's always something new, there's something we don't understand. And today when we're looking at the intergenerational kind of relationships, we're just wondering, is love to ama does age does it have anything to do with it? Is age just a number? Ama tupendane venye iko ama there are places that we can't go. So we're looking at the psychology behind that. We're looking at the stigma that comes with those kinds of relationships. We're getting in there. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to get in touch with us. But we have a question for you. And the question that we're asking you today is, what role does age play in determining compatibility in a relationship? What role does age play in determining compatibility in a relationship? Does it play any role at all? Please indulge us, NTV Kenya, on all of our social media platforms. You can also hit us up on our WhatsApp line, call us. Our lines are open, and we have the panel for you, all right? And I'd like to take this opportunity to just introduce them to you. Starting from my immediate left, we have Dr. Jane Kimani, who is a relationship expert. Thank you so much for joining us today. And you look absolutely gorgeous. Evie, una flow, kuna white. Right next to tumekukosa sana hapa kwa show, Silas. It's been a while. Lovely to have you. That is Silas Njagi, who's a family therapist. And right next to Silas, glowing in red, na gazeti. Sijui tuisome ama ni nini hiyo?
Someni maneno.
Miriam Mwangi, who is a relationship coach. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure to be here.
We're talking about that age gap, man. And it's true. Everybody has an opinion. Whether they are younger, whether they are older, somebody has something to say. And even how big that gap is. Kama mmeachana na miaka tano, it's like, yeah. So the question would be, is the ideal then, what does it look like? What should we all strive to have? And must it be that way? Is that the only way it should work? Yeah, Daktari.
Yeah. What is the ideal of marriage? The ideal of marriage, age is a small factor. However, may play a very big role, and we'll be discussing that later, on why you chose a young or an older person. And here talking about an older lady, that is not 100% assurance that you'll be a happy or a successful person. You can marry a younger person, way younger, and you're still happy and successful because you have learned the ropes of marriage. You've learned the ropes of communication. There is more. That's what I'm saying. There's more to age.
Yeah.
And yes, age has a factor, and we'll get deeper into the psychology on why a young man will feel like I'm more comfortable with an older woman or an older lady, and what are the dynamics? Is it happier? Statistically, yes. At times, yes, it is. But it has its very good, and it also has its downside.
Ooh.
Yes.
And so does everything else in life.
Does everything
else in life.
Yeah.
Silas, what would be your opinion on the ideal when it comes? Hii kitu tunaambiwa tu pengine we work towards. Maybe we don't even know what it should look like.
I think there's nothing that like ideal.
Yeah.
And just like Dr. has said,
yes,
age is something, but it may not be everything.
Okay.
There may be some other factors. So there's some level of significance that age plays, but then we cannot dwell on age fully.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some other dynamics that maybe as we continue, we are going to explore.
And these dynamics come with age. Probably they are attached to what age has to do with the whole thing. Okay. Yeah. And I like the answers that are coming around. So, Miriam, just your opinion. This is very nataka museme alafu ndio tuanze.
Yeah, like Silas has said and Daktari, there's nothing like the ideal. Secondly, age. I don't think we need to be looking at the aspect of age per se, because age is just the chronological years of a person.
Yes.
Someone can be 50, but their level of maturity is wanting. So I think the other aspect to bring in is maturity, because you can actually be dating a person who's younger than you, but their level of maturity, depending on how they see life, how they experience life, their emotional intelligence, will just not allow you to even realize how old they are, because those components go into build into their maturity. But you can date an older person who has a very lower level of emotional intelligence. The way they view the world, the way they see things is just something else, phenomenally different than most people. So I think there are very many aspects to look at when it comes to age, not just the age, but what is this age signifying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the reason I asked all of you to just, so that we can just get it out of the way and be like, it's not about the age anymore. It's what comes with a person. And we cannot run away from the fact that we talk about these things in family and setups. We point at people. We sengenya them. But when we talk about intergenerational, and I like that we use that word, then that means it's generation na generation. You know, it's pretty wide. It's Gen Z, millennial kind of probably relationship. So if age is not an issue, then when does it become an issue?
Yeah, number one, for the society, when a young man wants to marry, the first thing you want to know, oh, you met so-and-so, yeah. And kind of like instinctively you want to know, how old is she?
Yeah.
You get the point. So there's that essence of the society where people are eager to know how old is this, and people tend to judge, unfortunately, which is very wrong.
Yeah.
Which is very wrong. People tend to judge, oh, she's desperate, that's why she went for a younger person. That is not the truth. At times it is real love. At times it is absolute compatibility. At times it is a marriage of visions. Both of them can fuse their visions and they can see it as one. And yes, there may be a generational gap. But what then led this young man, who had a lot of options in his generation, to this specific person and feel like at the end of the day in my life I want to settle with this person.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm going to say there is the men marry for comfort. Number, it's not about sexual intimacy.
It's not love.
Number one is comfort. This is the truth. Truth be told. Because if it is love, their emotions have been everywhere.
Yes.
And in all those places, the emotions were everywhere.
Yeah.
They didn't marry them. And it is not just about availability of a sexual partner.
Yeah.
Because there are those who really didn't care if they wanted, they would have gotten.
Yeah.
But it's a person who gives them a place called comfort.
Okay.
Their comfort zone.
What does comfort look like?
Exactly. Comfort is defined per person. Do you see these young men here?
Yes.
Each of them has got a different comfort zone.
Hey. Yes.
Somebody will say, I will feel I'm comfortable when I come to my space and I'm treated like the king that I want to be treated as. It is hard outside there. But when I come to this space, there is somebody who will not judge me, somebody who can be my friend. And it takes time for a man to be a friend of a woman. You can be married but never friends. Friendship is a journey.
Yes.
These ones have found friendship. These ones have found understanding. These ones have found a soulmate. And that's why at that point for the young man, tell them about, oh yeah, these 6 years older. You just keep yaping, they're seeing this. They really don't care because they have found what they were looking for. And I can say for a plus of the age is that many a times for a woman who has kind of like slightly matured, slightly more than the young man, because you have to look at it from every angle because it's a reality in the society.
Yeah.
Most of them are already at the point of self-actualization. They are settled.
Yes.
And that is the comfort that these young men look for. Oof. For others, they didn't get the comfort from their mother figure. And that's not the downside.
Yes.
When you marry an older woman, because to you she's like a mother figure, and she plays the role of the Oedipal complex, you feel like, wow, now I'm with somebody who is like my mother, because mothers help boys to get the peace hormone.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
they get it because of relating with their mothers.
Okay.
The serotonin. They get the kick of the peace hormone and a lot of peace when they're with their mothers. And those who missed that stage and did not have a proper bonding with their mothers, at times instinctively, it may not be love, instinctively tend to go to an older woman looking for what they feel they missed out.
Yes.
So I say, before you take a step, young man, before the lady takes a step, it's important to have an open heart to heart.
Yeah.
And you get somebody who can ask you the hard questions. Why did you love her? Because I feel like I'm at peace. Or because she's earning more. She's been there, she's made it.
Yeah.
So we need to look at the motive behind it.
Yes.
And the motive defines the reality. And you know, every person knows the truth. And the reality why this older lady wants to settle with a younger man, yeah, because they all have different dynamics.
That's so true. And we don't live in isolated spaces.
No.
So even as we make these decisions of we love each other, we are compatible to each other, and we don't care what the world thinks, because you and me against the world. Iyo wimbo imekata, nimeimba wimbo yangu yote at Fixing the Nation. Yes. But so that does not happen because we have a community around us. How then do we handle that situation? Handle us, love us, know us, and stand up for ourselves in a community that will always be asking questions about the decisions or the choices that I have made as a young person or an older person. Silas.
Oh, thank you. I think when people begin to think of getting into a relationship, one of the things that they have to do is that there are so many things to look at, to consider. And especially when you live in Kenya, there's what we call trolling.
Yes.
And you can really be trolled. So if you like make a decision that you feel maybe is out of the community expectations, are you ready to live with that kind of stigma? Are you able to manage the jabs that will be coming from all the corners of the society? So those are the issues.
Yeah.
And now that when you talk about a relationship, it is not a one-way thing. It is not uniform. The way people have to agree on how they are going to do, and to do their thing. How are you are you like disturbed by maybe the views of other people? Yeah, because they can be too much even from the family, from the media, from across the spheres of the world.
Yes.
So are you are you able to resist this kind of all this feedback that is coming from all over?
Okay.
Because they can really bring people down.
Yeah.
And it can even put people even into depressive situations.
Yeah.
So any decision that somebody makes,
yeah,
you may need to to assess yourself if you are ready now to resist that kind of feedback from the other world,
from the community.
Yeah.
Because Daktari and Silas, you've mentioned something interesting. How though we'll continue talking, it's for you to probably just decide what you will take and what you will not take.
Yeah.
And Daktari, you also mentioned how people will keep yapping and they will always have an opinion, but this opinion sometimes comes from places of misconception. And it comes from probably how we've grown up, how we were told, what was spoken about relationship that failed, that were in such dynamics. So what are some of these misconceptions when we see, because I think lately I've been seeing a lot of videos from Guardian Blessing's wife, and she's just like, I have never addressed this. Let's chat to Nini. Let's just talk about it. And alitusomea, if you look at the comments, ako nimesomewa, nimekubali kusomewa na credit yangu, and she's just like, what's wrong with you people? Exactly. So the misconceptions that we have that probably are baseless or probably from our culture and where we come from.
Let me just start by saying this, Mikali. If you look around, let's just be truthful. the stigma about intergenerational marriages surround women. Let me just put it out there. Most of the time when a man dates a younger woman, it's quite acceptable, quote unquote, in most societies. Like people will just yap a little bit like, amechukua mtu arika mtoto yake, and then it won't be a big deal. Now, Olawako, if it's the other way, like now Guardian Blessing's wife, who's much older than the husband, people will talk because apparently women are supposed to get married to older men, apparently, according to society and the dynamics of society.
Yes.
So that's where it comes in. So it's more of perceptions according to how they viewed women. A woman is supposed to get married at a particular age because of childbearing, manenos, and other things. So when you're getting married older and to a younger man, they're looking at this man and be like, and they're asking him, where are your offspring going to come from? Like, this is an older woman. So that's where the big deal comes from. I would say, from my own perspective, that when the woman is older, they're looking at it like, huyu atatuzalia kweli. Like, you couldn't get a younger woman who has a longer period, like akona 20 years ya kuzaa. Huyu aki hata hiyo 5 atuoni kama hiyo bracket hata nini. So the family and the society are the ones who are, I think it's more of scared for the person more than embarrassment. It's more of like, hey, what are you doing? Don't you want
what
offspring?
choice did you make?
What choice did you make? But the people who are in their mwikali, like Silas has said, if you're not afraid of stigma, most of the time, you don't even realize you're dating a younger person. Let me talk from experience. I've dated, you don't realize unless people around you keep saying it, or you notice some level of maturity. You actually, when you're in that relationship, don't realize you're dating a younger person. Why? Because it's what Dr. talked about. The compatibility is there. You're friends. You have things to talk about. You're building life together, discussing life-heavy issues together. So the two of you who are in there don't even realize
that it's ridiculous, because it's working for the two of you.
It's working.
And we're seeing a lot of that happening in society right now, and we'll talk about that. I think Patelo Nadidi has said she's pregnant now, and she's way older than Patelo, and many other. We have a president. So we will talk about all of that. We have a French president. We'll talk about all of that when we come back from the break. But the question that we're asking you today, what role does age play when it comes to determining compatibility in a relationship? And we'll be looking at your feedback as well during the show. Don't go too far. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Your World Relationship Tuesday edition. We're talking about intergenerational relationships. That age gap. Is age just a number? Tupendane tu venye tuko, and we've already put that aside. Age is like the list of the things that you should be really concerned about. But at what point does it get concerning? And when it gets to that point, are there other factors that now probably validate this relationship for the two of you? And we've also established that the community will definitely be talking about you. But then there's something else that people also talk about, and tunaiongeanga huku casually kwa dunia, and we talk about the psychological bit of things, where why are you always attracted to older guys? And you look at a person, the trend is older people, the trend is younger people. Now, guys have this thing for me. I don't date younger. I don't date my age. I just date older girls. And people have things to say about why you're probably attracted to that. There will be probably finances. You want to be taken care of. It looks like yawa babas ilikuwa legalized. Tulikubaliwa kama wanawake kufanya yawa. So, but what are some of the things that probably would lead for someone to want to date younger or older, and that's their choice?
Yeah, I'm not too sure it's wanting to date is that they find themselves. Yes, I'm not too sure that they woke up and decided, I'm going to date, I'm going to look for an older woman. I'm going to ensure I want first to know that, no, it's just that they find themselves with that kind of a person.
Yes.
There are very many factors, and I had mentioned one, but I'll add several.
Yes.
Number one, I said it is if they missed out on the mothering part.
Yes.
If they did that instinctively, causes them to keep looking for that mother in a woman.
Yeah.
And when they look for the mother in their age mates or in the younger, they find younger sisters. And so they feel like this person does not give me that kick.
Okay.
Number two, some young people, because of different kinds of exposures, tend to mature beyond their peers. It could be because of responsibility while growing up. It could be because of exposure. There are people who are exposed to situations that cause their minds to grow.
Yes.
And so they feel like the things I have, the dreams I have, when I sit with my age mates, they are talking so different from who I am. And so they kind of like tend to find a similar trend with somebody who has taken some more years in life. And so they feel more comfortable with this lady who has already gone through a certain stage. Number four, it's also determined by their vision.
Okay.
And, you know, at this stage, you're having young men also with great visions. They want to accomplish. They've seen it. They've read it. The world is so open, social media spaces. And they're seeing young people who are attaining a lot of things. And so they get easily attracted to achievers. And it so happens that the achiever is not the same classmate. The achiever is one who graduated campus or college like 3 years ahead.
Yeah.
So because now they've seen that person is achieving, that person is making it, started off with a small kiosk and now it's growing. And this guy feels like this is what I want.
Yeah.
And that is part of compatibility.
Yeah.
So they tend now to gravitate towards a person who fills the same void in terms of the vision, and somebody who can also give them a kickstart in life. There's some who will go towards that direction because they don't want to work. Let's also look at it. They don't want to work, and this one is working and is financially stable. Being a counselor in this space, I've met people, young people who have texted me and asked me, is there an older person who already has made it? I want to get married to a man. And I'm thinking, you want to get married, you want to marry. And you see now that is a reversal of roles. Pakonanye who go there to an older woman and they're going to be the husbands. But there are some who will wear the skirt.
Yes.
Because why? You just provide a good car, good house, comfort, food. Then I can be on any social media, TikTok this morning, I can be on this. There are those who have got that mindset, and sincerely they're there.
Yes.
Those who are actually looking to settle with an older woman because they're tired. They don't know how do I get a job.
Yeah.
How do I start this thing? Yeah. And this one is beautiful. And you know, the fact that there is a 5-year gap doesn't mean she's not pretty. Yeah. She's pretty, she's everything, and she has made it. And also add another thing about age that's very attractive to young men. Age, for most men, confidence is attraction.
Okay.
Confidence is a dimension of beauty that comes with age. And most of them want this confident woman who will not be asking them, unaongea na nani? Akasichana ni nani? Nambiana nini? You know, this one is confident. And for them, it's attractive. Yeah. They feel, wow, I'm at home. So those are some of the psychological issues. And let me also say, there are ladies who will attract the young man because a lady can see a lot of potential in this young man. I know it's very easy for a lady to cause a guy to love them.
It's easy to make them love you.
Yeah, just to give them the attention. Because most of them have not had the attention. Yeah. And so anapigiwa simu, you okay? You've eaten?
Kababa.
Kababa umekula? By the way, niko na kanyama na ugali.
Guy, kuja ukule kababa.
Kuja, nimekutayarishia. Alafu anapata ametayarishwa ka ugali nyama tusukuma. Gaifafa.
Dakingire, nimefika.
So where else do I go from here? Huyu mwingine anamuuliza tuende tukachukue chips funga. Yeah, huyu anamuuliza asubuhi, can I send the rider with some pancakes? Anasema, guy, if life begins like this. No, you know what?
But I get it.
Yeah, because for most of these ladies now, they know what I want is a husband.
Yes.
Now, as they say, nitachukua huyu nitaosha. Nitachukua tu nitaosha. And you know, for the sharp ones,
yes,
who line up and they know that these one have fallen in love, because you know love is gradual.
Yes.
And care is equal to love. Most men interpret care as love.
Yes.
So when they feel like, hey, alafu wanatoka huko wanakuletea kashat,
the end
suddenly begins to mold you into who you wanted to become.
You know, I'd want to find out from Silas, but kwanza tumalizane na wasichana, then we'll come back and then you'll probably help us understand from a male perspective how it looks like and what probably we're missing out and probably we don't understand even as we judge people in those spaces. Miriam, I could see you just nodding and saying yes and agreeing to everything Daktari is saying, and I'm wondering, where did your head go to?
No. I'm just listening to her talk and I'm like, yeah, that's it. Like most people usually have their own reasons for getting into those relationships. And what she has said, where I was nodding my head, is because it summarizes everything to what I always say. Yeah. You get attracted to your trauma. We go back there. Yes. Because she said that some of the men, if they didn't have that motherly figure and whatever, and they find one, then they gravitate towards that. So our traumas will lead us there. So as she was talking, I was asking myself, now, wacha tu nikuje clean. Me, I've always dated a younger person.
I'm
not embarrassed to say, because I always find myself there. And as she's talking, I'm like, what was my trauma? But I'm thinking, for me, I think I was here sitting diagnosing myself, and I'm like, I've always had the Peter Pan syndrome. The Peter Pan syndrome is, I always feel younger. I always, feel life, laughter. Let's, joke around. I'm a jokester, So I've gone to this person who's a boardroom guy, 10 years younger than me. I just bought a plot here. I just did. And I'm like, okay, can we just, have fun? Yeah. It's like, no, business first. I'm like, so I find such people don't attract me. Yes, we'll talk business. There's time for talking business. There's time for building. Yes. But there's also time for playing and joking and laughing. Yeah. And I think because of that Peter Pan syndrome, I just find myself like there, gravitating there. Yeah. Never felt odd, like looking at myself like, hey, by the way, I'm dating a younger dude, so do I look weird in society? Yeah. But I was agreeing with Dr. Jean because, people, men especially, the minute, like she's saying, Silas will tell us. We're young and we don't know. That's what they're looking for, comfort. Yeah. Peace, care. So when as a woman you're able to show that, you're able to be the word when she was saying it that came to my head is home. Okay. This feels like home. Like I'm not coming to a place where I feel like I'm a stranger. Yes. Home is supposed to be safe. Home is supposed to be peaceful. Home is supposed to be the place where you can come and just be yourself, unwind and just really be yourself. Yes. But you can find people who have partners, and even when they go home, quote unquote, it's not home. Yeah. Yeah. Anaingia tu anadak kamisa hivi kameingia tu kama neno tu kamisa hivi. You're like, damn, okay, I'm already entering a place where it's not peaceful. It's volatile. Yeah. So I think what it is that if you within yourself as a woman and as a man, you have found your home ground, meaning you have found peace within yourself, you have found your wholeness, you have found who you are. Like she talked about confidence. The minute you find who you are, hautingiki, by the way. Yeah. Upepo haikuji. Like, your guy will go everywhere, but you're like, me, I just know. Like this, I'm grounded. Yes. You've already found value within yourself. So you're not looking to be validated from outside. When you have that, it's very easy to attract your peace, whether they're younger or older. Okay. Because you can even have that older person, but they're not your peace. All you're going through is condescending remarks. You're never good enough, just being put down, you're not equal to sit on the same table with them and discuss what they are doing. You can't discuss projects together. Ole wako, when they pass away, uko una scrounge kujua where are these things, because you were never told, you were never an equal. They always looked at you as a condescending, as a lower person.
Yeah.
So I think when people are dating a younger person, or I don't know, even an older, you're just looking for that person who's going to compliment you and take you as you are.
Yes.
Accept you as you are. You know, as a Finnish, maybe it runs in our family. My auntie, she's in her 90s now. She's really old.
Yeah.
But in those days, you can imagine, I said her age, so you can imagine in those days.
Yeah.
My auntie got married to a guy younger than her 10 years.
Whoa.
10 years.
Whoa.
And out of the whole homestead, even my mom used to say, out of all of them, she's the one who has the best marriage until now. Wow. They live in the rural areas, but this is a guy, you know, my uncle, who will look at my auntie and be like, "Ai, na leo haukai ka unasikia vizuri, leo ka nitapika." Ocha, 10 years, you know, so they've grown up. Like, of course, when they were getting married, people were up in arms. Like,
yes.
How you've snatched our son, you've done what? But they just stayed because they love each other. And their marriage has been one where, I mean, I've witnessed it. They've not had, you know, these tumultuous to fights out of nowhere, turbulence. They've just had a very, you know, very calm marriage. They laugh, their kids have grown, and now it's just the two of them in the house. They're old together, they're still laughing together, still talking. In fact, sometimes usually ask them, "Auntie, what do you guys always talk about?"
At the age of 90?
They still have stories.
Wow.
They still have stories after all these years. And if you look at her, because of the peace she's had in her marriage, she's aged very slowly. You can't tell she's 90. She looks maybe 70. Still walking straight, still doing her things.
Yeah.
But she says it's because I've had peace.
Yeah.
I've not, you know, there's no quarrel, there's nothing. We are in consensus. I respect him. You know, those are some of the things she tells us. I don't remember his age. To me, he's my husband.
Yes.
And I respect his leadership.
Yeah.
And even for me, I can say, even if I've dated younger men, it's the leadership I look for. I never, ever noticed these guys are younger, because me, if you're leading me and you're taking your position as a man, I forget how old you are.
Yes.
Because I'm like, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I'm ready to follow your leadership because you're a king and you're speaking, and I'm like, let's do it. You know? So it's not a matter of, oh, but I realize you're 5. It never comes up.
Yeah.
It's a problem if you keep bringing up the age.
The age.
Because that shows there's no respect in that relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, to add to that.
Silas, we are coming. We're coming.
You said something
we are
very
coming.
important. You said something very important. When you look at the downside later on, is now when the guy begins to let you realize that you're actually older. Because, you know, there are different phases of love.
Yes.
There is the honeymoon phase of love.
Yes.
And now there is a time when the two of you will settle down, and then he realizes, by the way they are younger girls, a demon in him.
Yes.
And you've already settled. And one morning, he just reminds him that you are actually older. And then he uses that against you.
Yeah.
And you know, there are things you won't do. You cannot swallow the 10 years.
No, you can't.
If they're there, they're there.
Yes.
And that is one of the greatest downsides that I've found, because a lot of times they start very well.
Yeah.
But the question is a discipline of keeping. You've got to get a man who is completely focused.
Yeah.
Because at a point they begin to feel like the energy levels are varying.
Yeah.
And when they begin to feel like the energy levels are varying, they begin to imagine, if I was with a younger girl, the energy levels would be at the same par. But they forget that you got him from somewhere to somewhere because you already established, either emotionally, socially, psychologically, or financially. So, wamefika, and that's a downside with a certain percent. Wamefika, and many times the ladies will complain of this, because it's a research I've done. Many times they'll complain of this. The guy will always have this follow-up ministry. Unajua, kwa kanisa kuko na follow-up ministry. But even these men have got a follow-up. You're driving, then suddenly they want to check every other lady. Follow-up ministry.
Follow-up ministry. That is what it's called.
Yeah, it's called the follow-up. When every girl who passes, you have to check what the mother gave them.
Yes. Okay, Silas, let me tumekufikia. Now take your time. Take your time. There's a lot that has been said, and maybe you can validate, teach us, guide us, and let us know. Probably give us an insight on what it looks like and it feels like, especially in the dynamic where a younger man is dating an older woman, because I think we've talked about that quite a bit.
I think one of the things that I think she said, when you talk about now people getting into a relationship,
yes,
sometimes it is not something that somebody has planned, that they want to fall in love with somebody.
Yes.
But I think men, I think our society is patriarchal in nature.
Yeah.
So being patriarchal, it's like men have like some advantage. There are some things that like the society has allowed them to do. So like they are able to like decide, I'm going to pursue so and so. Yeah.
Yes.
And they do everything regardless of the age and what have you. So they're able to do that, and it's like it is acceptable.
Yes.
But then on the side of the ladies, you find that it's a bit tricky now, especially now for a young lady trying now to get an older person. So this is a dynamic that is a bit interesting. And the men, like I said, they have like the upper hand. And again, also I look at the society. I think there are some these are kind of background that you have grown upon, whereby girls are this mentality that now for you to get somewhere, you need some like a man to hold on. You know, to get some place, you need a man to hold on. And there are all these Cinderella stories of you know, like making a wish, and then you make a wish, and then you make the wish.
My knight in shining armor saves me.
Yeah, like getting a prince, like your lover, and then the king dies, and then you become the king. So there's that kind of that kind of a mentality that is ingrained in this younger generation, and I forgive me for saying this, but it is something that it is there, because as much as we are saying that there's nothing wrong with age, when it is too much, there's a problem. Let's agree. When the age gap is too big, there's a problem, and that's why you hear Dr. Kimani and my sister here, Miriam, talking about all those dynamics of people missing something, like missing the father's love, having the mother wounds, and so looking for something in mature people. So in as much as we are saying that age is not significant, when it is too big, there's something that needs to be explored.
Okay.
And I think I forgot the question that you asked.
The thing about validating what they've said about men looking for comfort, looking
Thank
for...
Thank you. Yeah, I want to say that I think when you talk about comfort and care, everybody would want to be loved, men and women. They want to feel loved and what have you. And the proximity, when people find themselves like in an office setup, and somebody, like you said, somebody looks for what they don't have. You say that people pursue their traumas.
Yes.
So when you're looking for something that you don't have, sometimes you find yourself in the mix. If you feel like nobody cares about you in the family, in the society, there's nobody who like notices you and all that, and then you find yourself now in the setup, in the working place, and this person who somehow seems to take care of you, and maybe he considers you, and 1, 2, 3. So sometimes, regardless of the age, there's a way chemistry can begin building.
Yes.
And that's why I think I would want to give a disclaimer.
Yes.
Young people. Yeah, it's good to be very conscious, like what you want as a person.
Okay.
Because if you are not very conscious of what you want, you may find yourself now falling to somebody because of proximity. Or because of some things that maybe you are not considered, maybe like maybe 20 years and 30 years now from now.
From later, because we make those decisions now, and if we're walking into them blindly, then you are not consciously making that decision.
Yeah.
You are now living within the circumstances that you built for yourself.
Yes.
And that might last or not last.
Sure.
There's a gentleman behind you, Silas. Alikuwa na swali, alikuwa na comment, alikuwa na fungua roho session. Start with your name.
Mwanaharakati Jaya Buba. Yeah, I'm a cultural and conservative activist.
Okay.
So around 2018, nimemaliza shule 2017. So nilikuwa naishi kwa parish, like I wanted it to be a priest.
Okay.
So hii maneno na madem mimi sikuwa ijua. But since Shosho akasema uwezi ukawa priest cause ni kama mtoto mmoja. Now ni that first hivi tumeenda sherehe nikapata na mtu mrembo sana. Nikamu-approach. Mu-approach tukaongea, akanipa namba. Usiku nikatuma ngeli.
Msamiati.
Usiku nikatuma ngeli, tukakubaliana. So tukakubaliana, nikamtembelea, but like after 1 month ni realize ni mkubwa cause the size niko 28 years, then imagine 2018 ni mkubwa kwangu, alikuwa ananishinda na 14 years.
But alikuwa na kapua. Hakuwa na kaizo 14 years old, si ndio?
Yeah, na
okay.
Na by the way, sikutaka kumwacha cause alikuwa na yani tulipendana ile true love.
Yeah.
Ilibidi juice mimi sikangi home. So tulichukua keja pale town tukakaa. Saa jioni ningefika, naenda maji moto. Samaki hapo kasamaki hapo. Unaona? So yani alikuwa ananitreat fit.
Alikutreat for.
Ikafika time mimi nikaenda coast. Akanifuata huko. By the way, wajua sometimes unaweza ona labda in story but si story. Mimi unwa like tuseme inawa ya mambo ya 200. Lakini angenipeleka sehemu tuchukue ya dhao. Vest hapa ananiangalia vizuri. So tukadate, ikafika time yenye nilimpeleka kwetu.
Yes.
Bro akampenda sana. Niambia, bro, shikilia hapa no uoe huyo. Sasa pia mama akasema, so umeamwaje? Nikamwambia no mom, me decision ni yangu, life ni yangu. So namuoa. But now tumedate 2 years. Elder Caesar akaja akaniambia, "Unajua bro, mtu mwenye una date ni mkubwa, alafu kuna vile sister yako mwingine, my step sister, ameoleka kwa familia yao." Sasa
no, so now she's family.
Ni family member. Juu ya my step sister alikuwa ameoleka kwa hiyo ukoo wao.
Mbali, lakini sawa tu
Hiyo kitu
inaenda poa.
Hiyo kitu ili ni disappoint. Because alikuwa ananipa genuine love, ile true love. Kama tuko tu wawili, una feel kwamba uko kwa ile comfort zone,
Yeah.
Now, after hapo nilikuwa disappointed. Nikamwa basi kudate huyu mtu ni rika yangu. Ona date mtu mmepatana leo, sasa kesho gasi imeisha. Anataka ende salon. Mamake ni mgonjwa. Sijui anataka ende wapi.
Vitu vingi.
So,
na ulikuwa umezoea kudekezwa.
Bana. Ile ilikuwa fiti. Lakini nikasema kama baidha wajua tulifika tuko na mtoto. Yeah. Tuko na mtoto na yeye na ako anasoma nje, lakini so nilifika sehemu nikasema kama si yule mtoto ningekuwa priest, ningeachana hii mambo na
lakini kama mlipata mtoto si mnaoa tu mama. Lakini acha wewe ngoja. Naomba tuende break alafu tukirudi. Unajua leo hapa kuna daktari na ni pastor pia. Anaweza acha nisiharibu. So hivyo ndio sasa kabisa, now you're dating and co-parenting. Ama are you married now to somebody else? Ama shikilia tu hapo. Acha tuende break. Jameni. Mambo ni intergenerational relationships. That's what we're talking about. And the question that we're asking you today is, what role does age play in determining compatibility in a relationship? What role does age play in determining compatibility in a relationship? We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Your World Relationship Tuesday, and we're asking you, does age really matter? We're talking about intergenerational relationships, the gap in between, the years in between, inasaidia ama hisaidia. And the question is, what's the biggest challenge you feel? Hey, where we're in Igani wetuwekea shwali. Philip, the question is not that one. The question is, what role does age play in determining compatibility in a relationship? What role does age play in determining compatibility in a relationship? NTV Kenya on all our social media platforms. And also, please, WhatsApp number 8. We'll be checking your feedback in a bit. But just before the break, there we go. That's the question, guys. What role does age play in determining compatibility in our relationship? Asante sana, Philip. And just before the break, tulikuwa tumefunguliwa roho hapa. Nilisema, I was saying it as a joke when I said it's a fungua roho session. But clearly it was. And the panel, mmesikia, they have a child, 14 years gap. They had to stop dating because found out that she's married to, she comes from the family where the stepsister is married. So they're related in a way from a distance. But they have a child, but that relationship had to end. But he had a good 2 years.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking, one question I'd like to ask, did she move on?
To share microphone.
Has she moved on, and have you moved on? No, because at times, even you're single, is it? So that means whatever you shared was very special.
Yeah.
And you have not found that, what I called the comfort zone, in any other person.
Yeah, indeed, nilijaribu juzi. Lakini akakuja akaniambia, wajua nimepata mwingine wa karibu. So like it can have to break through. Then I'm just there naendelea tu na mambo yangu ya activism. I don't think if sometimes love inawaka kwa hii Gen Z and tuko nayo.
Now, okay, I want to say love works. No. I want to say love works, and I want to say love is real, but you stagnated at a place. There's a place you fixated. The place of that woman who you had a child with, that lady who loved you the way you wanted to be loved, and she was happy being with you. Another question that may be very cultural is, if somebody, my auntie is married to a family, what was the problem of you marrying into the same? Because there's no blood relationship.
I think
Mila.
Biblically, I think it is biblically. I think Leviticus or Deuteronomy talks about that bloodline. Yeah, but for me, kwa mbali ni wivu tu, but that's what
yeah, tuseme ukweli, yeah, because what I think, looking at it biblically, there is no bloodline. There is no incest, there is no relationship. It would just be that, you know, you're both married from the same place. You know, at times, I'm a firm believer in pursue your joy, pursue your peace. I'm a very firm believer in that, especially when it's at the right place. And there was nothing much done that would have warranted a death of the relationship. And there's still your baby. Both of you are single. If I were you, I would look at situations from this angle. Why did you tell me to stop dating her? And because for me, it's biblically, it does not contravene the Bible. And I want to believe even culturally, then I would look back for the place where my heart stagnated. Because for me, that is a place, because she's alone, you're alone.
You have a child.
Yes, right now you are ignoring your feelings. Your way of resolving conflict is by ignoring it. That's why you have said you dive into whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
your work and your calling, and you felt like relationships don't work. If she is still available, instead of being a distant father, you can get married and become a father together.
Okay, you know, according to my culture, I'm from Kuria people. Yeah. So sometimes wanasema wajua haiwezekani hiyo, labda utaenda kinyume, then ukienda kinyume watakutema nje. So kitu niliamua tu, because tulitafutia mtoto sponsorship. Hayuko Kenya, ako Dubai. Huko ndiko amesomea masomo yake yote, anasomea huko. So si uongea, tunajuliana mtoto hali, tunaongea kwa WhatsApp, vile anaendelea. Najua mimi ndio baba yake na anaitwa kwanza jina ya babu yangu. Yeah, jina ya babu yangu. So niliamua tu hivyo, because kama time itakuja ifike, itafika. Lakini alafu kama alikuwa ni wangu, ni wangu. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, juu unaweza try sehemu mwingine unapata
haiwezi. Hebu tusikize Silas. Tusikize Silas atuambie.
Yeah, so I think Mwanaharakati, I think you answered the question that maybe I would ask you, because I would ask you first, like, what is it that you want? And listening to you, Mwanaharakati, it's like some forces are like talking and making decisions on your behalf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you are talking about the Kuria culture. Yeah. So this is what the culture says. But then what do I believe in? And now that you still have some seed of priesthood. Eh? Yeah. So you said you wanted to become a priest.
Yeah.
Yes.
So being a Christian and being from a Kuria culture.
Yes.
Yeah. Are there some things that you can be able to, to challenge? Are you able to challenge some cultural issues? Yeah, because like even now the issue of the people saying that now this lady is part of your family. You know, it is those who are them that are saying, but in your own assessment, yeah, like she said, is there bloodline really there? What is your conviction? Yeah, are you like agreeing with them? Because at the end of the day, what matters is not the culture. It is not even Leviticus, yeah, because we can have a theological discourse on that.
Yes.
But it is about what you want, and I think the most important thing is, do you love this lady? Do you love this lady? Yeah, is she your relative? Yeah, yeah. Are you agreeing with the family member that this is your relative? Yeah, because at the end of the day, it is you to make decisions.
True.
And sometimes making a decision, it will call upon you, like even to challenge some culture. And I think I would ask you, like now, supposing that is what your culture say, the Korea culture. Supposing you go against that culture, what will happen? What will happen? And are you certain that what they have said is what is going to happen? Yeah. Because I think what is the biggest thing, more than having a child together. So if there was something that was supposed to happen, inafaa kulishafanyika na huyo mtoto.
Yeah, sababu mtoto ashazaliwa.
Yeah, ashazaliwa.
Yeah. Miriam, as we finish up on Mwanaharakati's
You know, I think my mind had traveled, but it had traveled to this. It's so incredible how a set of ethos from a set of group, a certain group, can really complicate life for people. Not because there's anything to it, but it's just because even ndivyo tunafanyanga mambo mfanye hivi, so we can't challenge it.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that's what's keeping people tied.
Yeah.
You know, nimesikia Mwanaharakati akisema what is mine is mine. But sometimes I'm thinking, you know, I'm using this parable. If you're in the house, hauna maji, kunanyesha nje, unasema what is mine na haujaweka bucket hapo nje, please utaanguka patupu. Like there'll be no water. You will still have no water. There'll be no water in that bucket because you didn't go out and put your bucket out for it to position it for it to get water. So sometimes that's what, you know, as Christians, and I'm a Christian myself, that puts us down. When you just sit there and you say, what's mine is mine. But there are some times where you have to put yourself out of the way. You have to battle, do a bit of warfare, stand up for yourself. Like Silas has said, the question is, what do you really want? You make that decision, because I'm feeling like Mwanaharakati is somewhere in between.
Yeah.
He still has the call of priesthood on one side,
Yes.
right? And the call of family on one side. So anaona ni kama pendulum. Inside ikiwak, okay, isipo wacha tu nirudi. And I know someone who is like that. They ended up going back to priesthood. But you really ask yourself, is that the call? Or are you going back because you're disappointed? Or was that really the call and that's why this other side is disappointing you? So I would really urge you, take the time, sit with yourself, even go for a retreat or something, and really question yourself, what do I want?
Okay.
I always say, don't do something unless you have the why.
Okay. Okay.
If you can't answer the why, even the why for priesthood, usiseme unaenda priesthood kwa sababu umeheartbreakiwa, umekosa. My friend.
Kweli?
Hiyo hata ndio itaku-heartbreak more. Sawa. So then now, on the other side also, ask yourself, what am I looking for in a person?
Yes.
And why?
Yeah.
This lady, what is it about her that has remained with me this whole time that I've not been able to shake it off?
Yes.
If culture did not exist, kama si kujua what I know I don't know what relation is married where, would I still want to be with this person? That's an honest question, because again, you could have fallen in love with an illusion.
Yes.
So once you remove the culture, once you remove those other reasons that you're saying, the Levitical reasons, then now you ask yourself, as a person as she stands there, is that what I want? Does she have what I'm looking for? Is she my home?
Yeah.
Then if she is, you make those bold decisions and you're like, remember, now that we're talking about the Bible, remember Jacob, Leah and Rachel. He's given Leah, and the guy is like, I don't care whether you give me Leah. My friend, mi niliona Rachel.
Yes.
And I am going to work for Rachel, and I am going to get Rachel. And he got Rachel. So it didn't stop the fact that Ali blindsided akapewa Leah, because he knew what he wanted. He was not satisfied with that. So you in yourself, when you know what you want, especially as a man,
Yes.
when you know what you want, it becomes very easy for you. Nothing is going to, you will be able to fight for it, because guess what? What us women are looking for, if I have a guy, na ako tu hivi already hanifighti sahi,
Yeah.
na nikiingia already, it's already a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Nikiwa nje nikiingia sitakuwa massacre, like so you want to see that the lady would want to see, it's okay, I'm going to stand, she will stand by you if you choose to stand by her, but the decision is yours. Ni wewe umeona, kama ulipenda ukapenda na ukaona ni mtu, then it's your decision.
Tereren. Thank you. Let's pass on the microphone. Hello, and start with your name.
Okay, my name is Lucia Wakesha. Okay, mimi naweza sema nikitoka form 4 pia mimi nilipata na mtu mkubwa, but si mkubwa sana hivi. Tuseme hajafika hata hiyo 15 years. So
microphone.
Mimi na yeye
watu wa kwao form 4.
Yeah, watu wa
alikuwa miaka ngapi hivi?
Sasa hiyo akinini?
Yeah, nasema gap ilikuwa
miaka 7.
Microphone.
Miaka 7.
Miaka 7, okay.
Yeah, na sasa hiyo nimemaliza form 4. So we started dating, but my mom hakuwa in discourage. Aliniambia if una feel tu ni huyu, just mpe time. So watu wako walikuwa nasema atakusumbua, hakuna mali mtaenda. Na unajua nilimpata kama hana kitu, hata pesa hana, but saizi he's okay. Hata yeye anasema maybe nilichoose Lucia, maybe ningetafuta mtu, maybe tuwatoshana, hangenisaidia na lolote. But mimi niliangalia the positive side, because my mom pia, my dad ni mkubwa, wameachana for 15 good years. And they were okay. Yes. So mimi nikafuata tu through that path, nikajua tu I'll be okay. And we are okay. Up to now we are okay. Wow. And we have a kid. Watafuta tu peace. Yes. Ile comfort, ati sijui au vijana wadogo ati hebu nishike simu yako, mimi hata yangu ashikangi. Yeah, mimi ashiki cause ananitrust. Sijui umepost kitu TikTok ndio hiyo hapo kwako. No, anajua she's mine. She's mine and she'll be mine.
Hey.
Yeah.
We love to hear it. Question, concern? Ukona.
Okay, to me.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Ochieng Kevin.
Yes.
And to me, I just have a recommendation, not a question.
Okay.
Yes, so wanasemanga mapenzi ni tamu kama asali. Lakini older people, they know how to maintain relationship. And I support
You're talking
that.
about older babes, Ama.
Yes.
Okay.
But then, if you are a younger person who is still having a personal goal to achieve, maybe professional goals, sometimes it becomes very difficult to balance between the lifestyle expectation and the personal goal.
Yeah.
So ukipata yule mwenye anaweza kukusupport hata kama you are still learning, and that is well, and I will support that, because kama na understand hiyo ni sawa, lakini kama kuelewi hakuna haja, because wewe bado utakuwa unasema nataka kuwa kiongozi mahali na nataka kubalance, nataka kuenda huku na huku, so sometimes inakuanga difficult. So,
Okay. Kuna kijana pale nyuma huyo amevaa green. Yes. Amekuwa kiinua mkono kweli, yani hivi. Yes.
Okay, habari zenu kwanza.
Nzuri.
Kwa majina anaitwa Mtetezi Mwafrika.
Hey.
Ama anaitwa majina mengine anaitwa Joseph Marwa. Okay, mimi nina maoni pia nina maswali kadha wa kadha. Okay, upande kwamba unapokuwa kwa mahusiano kwamba maybe umepata labda mtu ambaye anakuzidi umri. Kwa mfano mwanaume umepata labda mwanamke ambaye anakuzidi umri. Mimi ninachoona kwamba kwenye ndoa ama kwenye mahusiano, kitu cha kwanza ambacho unafaa kujiuliza, wewe ni nani? Kwa nini unaingia kwenye mahusiano ama kwenye ndoa? Baada ya hapo basi chukua uamuzi ulio sahihi. Kwa sababu uamuzi unaochukua leo, kesho usije ukakufanya ukaanza kujutia. Na usije ukaingia kwenye ndoa kwa sababu ya huruka, kwa sababu ya mifano umeona mtu fulani kafanya, mtu fulani labda uko na mtu fulani na unataka uwe na mtu fulani ambaye anakaa namna hiyo. Ndoa haiko hivyo. Ndoa ni kitu tofauti sana na jinsi ambavyo tunavyokifikiria. Na ndio maana Mwenyezi Mungu akawa hana budi akatuachia sisi, akatupa hilo jukumu. So leo unaweza ingia leo kwenye ndoa labda unavyofikiria, labda kwa sababu ya huruka ama mtazamo ama tamaa. Mwisho wa siku unaweza kujikuta kwenye hatari. Utalia, utajutia kwa nini? Why? Utabaki ukijiuliza, ningelijua nisingefanya hivi. Kwa hiyo akina mama wote ama wasichana wote na vijana lazima tuwe makini. Hakuna step ambayo inahitaji umakini kama step ya ndoa.
Kweli.
Katika maisha ya binadamu. Na ni kitu ambacho hakiepukiki. Cha kwanza. Hebu kwa mfano, fikisha miaka 30 kama wewe ni mwanamke. Alafu ukiwa na miaka 25, 24, 26, vijana walikuwa wakikurushia mistari. Nasema mimi hapana.
Mimi mahali story inaenda. Endelea sana, endelea.
Nakataa.
Endelea.
Hebu fikisha miaka 30, 31, 32. Yani walai, hata yule ambaye alikuwa anakukatia ukisema hapana,
hayupo.
Hautampata. So, hivi vitu ama swala ya ndoa yanaendana na muda. Kwa lazima uangalie muda wako. Na ufanyavyo, uwe kazi busy, uwe na kazi ya aina gani, ndoa ni lazima. Sawa jamani? Afu kitu kingine, hauwezi weza ndoa kama hauna Mungu ndani yako. Lazima uwe na mtu ambaye uko na hofu ya Mungu. Kwa sababu ili nisikucheat, ili nisikupige, ili nisikutukane, ili nikuheshimu, ili nikuchukulie wewe ni wa thamani kwangu. Lazima niwe na hekima ya Mungu. Sawa? Mwanaume lazima ajue majukumu yake ni yapi. Mwanaume ambaye hajui majukumu yake ni yapi, huyo sio mwanaume. Yaani umepotea.
Hello.
Unaona?
Joseph.
Na mwanamke lazima ajue majukumu yake ni yapi. Kama pia yupo mwanamke ambaye hajui majukumu yake, say hiyo ni wrong number. Sasa mimi msisitizo wangu ni kwamba tuwe makini sana. Vijana, kuoa ni lazima. Kuoa hahitaji uwe na pesa, sijui wapi. Anza maisha single room. Anzia hata chini, lala hapo chini. Utaenda kigrow. Kama ni mtu ambaye Mungu amekupangia na nyewe wenyewe mmependana, mnatoa mawazo, mume wangu hiki hakuna. Si unajua hiki hakuna, tufanye hivi, mtagrow. Kwa sababu kama labda mamangu ama babangu, kama mamangu angeangalia babangu yuko vipi, mimi nisingezaliwa leo.
Haungekuwa hapa.
Si ndio hivyo? Kwa hiyo mimi ningependa kusema vijana tuache tamaa. Tujitambue, tufocus. Ndoa ni kitu ambacho hakiepukiki. Na kama unajua kwamba unaenda kupotezea mwenzako muda, just stop it.
Just stop it.
Kwa sababu hakuna kitu kinachouma kama kumpotezea mtu muda.
Haya.
Sawa jamani.
Haya. Jamani tumpigie Joseph makofi. Bwana tusimnyime. Amenifunza hulka. Kuna Nikoku, but those were very valid points. Yes. Very valid. Nataka tuchukue break, but just before that, I want us to look at what our WhatsApp community is saying to the question of the day. And wanasema, hey guys, my name is Steve from Makueni. Love itself doesn't recognize boundaries like age, race, or status. True love is the kind rooted in understanding, connection, respect, and is timeless. It's about souls, not numbers. But also in reality, society and maturity levels can complicate things. Age can affect experiences, values, or stages in life, which can influence how love grows or survives. So maybe the truest answer is love doesn't know age, but people do.
True.
I agree.
Hi, Wikali. Looking great, thank you. My name is Emmanuel Bryan. In my view and shared experiences from others, I realized a pattern. Most cases, financial gain is a primary motivator. In others, I realized it was unresolved childhood traumas, daddy and mommy issues. If we're to be honest with ourselves, dating someone the age of your mom or dad simply doesn't feel or sound right. It tingles your conscience. Our society is currently being socialized to see good as bad and bad as good. We need to wake up. There's more to what meets the eye. Generally, love indeed knows no age. Thank you. I don't care about age, even Salimika. I don't care about age, but there's a limit to how up or down I would choose to be okay with in terms of age. If maturity is what you value, it doesn't matter where you meet it. I think, but I think, but what are you comfortable with? Ama ni mkubwa hata haguwezi vumilia kama hauko. I have dated a mature lady, and since I just stopped dating, nothing works. I just get tired even thinking about molding someone else to meet me at my psychological level right now. Okay. Mimi nikichagua naangalia sura na urembo. Maoni ya watu shauri yao. Allow people to marry their choice. Hawa watu wanaitwa counselors, ni biashara tu wanafanya. Hello. Miriam mko hapa? Mimi nikichagua naangalia sura na urembo. Amerudia hiyo, anasema yeye ni John Omondi from Manyala Butere na rusheni mawe. According to Joseph, only people... Oh, sorry. To move on. Hi, Mwikali. I'm Peter from Kisumu. As a young, growing lad with great ambitions, all I can say is that I better settle with an older lady other than the younger ones. Older ladies have a special charm that makes your environment feel more secure. You get an opportunity to develop yourself into the real person you wish to become. They act like moms to you. How young girls can drain you to death. Wa mama siku zote. Lazima ungemaliza hivyo. We're going to take a quick break. Do not go too far. We will be right back. This is Your World. Welcome back. Nikumoto jamini, Nikumoto. Tunauliza, does love really identify age? Ina recognize age ni nini? And we're talking about intergenerational relationships, the gap in between, and if age really is a factor. And we've already put that aside. Kuna more underlying issues where the age factor is involved, and that is what we're talking about. And just before the break, we went through a couple of questions and comments on our WhatsApp. Na kuna mtu alisema amevaa helmet. Yeye anaangalia tu urembo. Alisema sura na urembo. La akasema turushe mawe. Ako tayari. Dr. Jane uko na mawe. Ni love.
Yes, I want to say something.
Yes.
There's a stage in young men's maturity where they only look at looks.
Okay.
And marriage is not for young men. Marriage is not for boys. Marriage is for men. People who have gone beyond, you look beautiful, you look this, to yes, I love the look, but I love the person in you more. because the looks can fade, the looks should improve, the looks anything, but the person in a woman gets better by the day. So if that one is just going for looks, two things happen. Number one, there is no stability.
Yes.
Because today it will be Gathoni, and tomorrow he will find something that was missing in Gathoni in Halima.
Yes.
And he's still going for looks. And after a while, he discovers Halima Membo, now I want this height, I want this weight.
Yeah.
So I want to say that is an experimental stage of very young man, very young. So I don't know his age, but I'm not insinuating anything.
Yes.
So I want to believe now, from where you are right now, you're going to grow beyond that stage. We will, atuta kurushia mawe, time will help you.
Yes.
And then you'll get to a level where you realize beauty is important. Because again, you don't marry blindly.
Yes.
It's the person you wake up to every morning, but it is not enough. And it is not the only thing that you pursue for marriage.
Yeah.
If you pursue beauty, you are pursuing separation, divorce, and hurting ladies. Because you'll hurt them in a trail. You'll meet a more beautiful sister. Now you'll be getting, confused.
Yes.
Because when you thought, I married for beauty, but the younger sister is more beautiful. And those are the cases we handle. A man cannot keep his eyes at one place. There is more than meets the eyes. There is more than the outer beauty. There is the inner beauty, the character, the discipline, the everything, the maturity, you know, the exposition this person brings into your life, the values that they have added, the values that they carry. That's called the inner beauty and the true gem.
Yeah.
That is a true unfading beauty.
Wow.
I love to add something. Yeah?
Yes.
On top of what she has said,
yes.
I think I would want to say that even love itself is not enough in a relationship. On top of love is the commitment that somebody has put in that relationship. So if there's no commitment, if there's no patience and investing in that relationship, then love and looks, they are nothing. When you talk about a gap of sorry to give that of 14 years. And I think Tetezi said very well.
Yeah.
Like, why are you there?
Yeah.
So when you have this gap of 14 years, there are some dynamics that have to take place as people continue aging.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some functions that will stop functioning. So will you continue holding in this relationship? Yeah. When this woman that you picked because you loved her and because of the looks and what have you, when that time comes now and she's not able to do what she would do now at that time and the way she was looking, would you still commit yourself to her?
Yeah.
And I like what Wakesho talked about their relationship, and he was talking about them connecting so well despite now the age gap, which now talks about now their personality and maybe the things that they have been able to agree as a couple.
Yes.
So what have you agreed in that relationship? Yeah. Have you considered what is going to happen? Yeah. The changes that are going to take place, maybe psychological, spiritual, physical, biological. Have you considered those changes that are going to come over time? What are you going to do about that? So these are serious considerations that people need to, even those that are telling us they have helmets. Yeah, you have to ask yourself, why am I in this relationship? Is it a hit and run? Am I here for some time, I gain what I want to gain, and then I vanish?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Do you want to add to that, or we take a question?
Yeah, I can just say something small. I think, like Dr. and Silas have said, and I think Joseph mentioned it, the biggest question is why.
Why? Why?
I mean, in any relationship, not even just in the age variant.
Yes.
Because like Silas says, yeah, you'll get married, this person will get old, but guess what? You'll also get married to a person your age. They get sick, get into an accident. So what holds you there? You see, the element of commitment. Why am I getting married to this person? Now, to this guy who said it's all about beauty, I beg to differ with him, because when you're getting into a relationship, and especially when you decide to get married to someone, there's the issue of purpose. There's the issue of this person who we are both coming to complement one another, to head in a particular direction. Is this person coming to help me in my purpose? Can we help each other?
Yeah.
Are they able to fit in that space whereby if I say this is the person I'm becoming, let's say, you know, as a man, I say I'm becoming a pastor, is she willing to support me as a pastor's wife? Is she going to be there for me? If she decides she's pursuing a particular thing, am I going to help her in that journey? Because remember in the very beginning, if I was going to use a biblical essence, God said, it is not good for this man to be alone. I'm going to make a helper suitable for him.
Yes.
What is this helper? It's not about work. It's not about the roles that we have in life. It's what we bring in our essence as a person.
Yes.
That word helper used for in the Bible for a woman is the same word used for the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
What does the Holy Spirit come to do? To comfort, to encourage, to bring growth,
Yes.
to nourish, to do all those things.
Yes.
So that's the person you're looking to bring into your life to complement you. So this beauty that you have brought, like Doctor has said, do they have the essence in them to rise up to the occasion of their beauty and actually continue in that relationship for you guys to be parallel? And even as you're looking for this beauty yourself,
Yes.
what is this? So that means you're only looking for a trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
only looking for a trophy.
Yeah.
I keep you there so long as you're viable, you're shining, you're bringing glory, you're good.
Trophies
The minute
break.
your glory fades, my friend,
Yeah.
kuna glory ingine mahali na kimbilia.
Inawakanga.
Na inaenda.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that means you're not really looking for depth. You're just looking for a filler, something to fill you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a question.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
My name is Brenda. And let me speak about age, difference age and love. Actually, according to me, Mwekali, I believe that there's a point or a difference in age that love can't work. Example, a boomer man, yeah,
Yes.
dating a Gen Z. Those are two
Surely.
different. Yeah, those are two different. Like we even have millennials there in between because I have a friend married to a boomer and she's a Gen Z. So the guy is always so insecure. Like the girl can't go anywhere without being confirming where are you, who are you with, what are you
Video
doing.
call me now.
Yeah, video call me. Yeah, for real. She does video calling when we are somewhere out with the girls. The guy is so insecure. And I was asking her the other day, age comes with problems. Like they come with challenges. What if this guy gets, God forbid, what if he gets sick? Will you still sustain? Will you still be there for him to take care of him and this and this? Yeah? And she was like, oh, yeah, she loves him. It's not because of money. The guy is loaded, the girl is loaded. So it's not, a factor here is not money, it's love. Whatever this guy shows this girl, yeah? But this challenge of, this guy is a boomer. You know, a boomer is almost 60 years old, eh? And this girl is around 26 years, 27 years old. You see the difference is too big.
Yeah.
So my question is, what's the age limit? Like, do we have a limit of, we call it love, yes, but can we have a limit of who should I love and how old should I love?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes. So, microphone imeenda wapi? Okay.
Morning.
Morning.
My name is Faraj. But what I believe is that relationship is like tossing a coin. You don't know which side it will fall. So, because in our current world,
Yes.
as Dr. has said, we are looking at the comfort, someone who can comfort you, whether in terms of attention, time, respect, peace. You can get an older woman mwenye atakupea kila kitu.
Yes.
But now we feel insecure because sometimes you don't have something, but that lady anataka take that responsibility as a man.
Yeah.
Because anakushindia 5 years
Yes.
or 3 years, she want to control you. That's why unapata for us gentlemen, ikifika time sasa uko stable na huyu mtu anakucontrol, unamtoka.
Kwa sababu unataka bado kufeel kama a man.
Yeah, you just so for ladies, mimi nikikupenda na umenishindia hiyo 5 years, ukini respect, the marriage will work.
Okay.
But if you don't respect me because of money na unanishinda unataka kunicontrol,
yes,
nitakutoka.
Okay.
So my question is,
yes,
I would like to ask Daktari.
Yes.
For example, for us men tunajua kupenda. You love somebody, but au feel comfort, anakuja na zile maswali za unatoka wapi simu yako, unaongea na nani, so and hautaki kutoka huyo mtu na akupei time. What do you do?
Okay, so daktari ako na swali hapo.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
My name is Maggie. My question is, what advice will you give to somebody uko nje mwenye anasema anaogopa marriage? I fear marriage. What advice will you give to somebody out there who says I fear marriage?
Anaogopa marriage. Miriam, anaogopa marriage, tutajibia hiyo.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm Winnie Kuta and I have 2 questions. The first one is, okay, to me I know pesa ya mwanamke ni ya mwanamke na pesa ya mwanaume ni ya sisi wote.
Yes.
But I have someone, I'm dating someone aliniambia for now pesa yangu ni yangu tu, but when we will be married pesa itakuwa ya sisi wote. So I'm stranded, kindly help me ndio isivunjike. The last one.
Silas, question direct.
The last one is, goes to Silas.
Again,
okay, I was advised by different men. They told me while in relationship I should not only date one man. The reason behind it, men have list maybe 10 girls, 5 girls. So when I will be kicked out, I will have a side chick who will help me. I will not be stranded. So I don't know if that is correct. I don't know. Kindly confirm to me. Thank you.
Silas, maswali ni mbili. Asante sana. Kuna swali.
Okay. Hello guys.
Hi.
My good name is Glenn Obono. I'm a social engineer. So my question is, what are some of the obstacles that hinder intergenerational relationships? And also, I've seen now most of my colleagues here supporting the age gap. I cannot marry a woman who is older than me.
Why?
Because sometimes age nasonga, no. And then ladies wanatoka soko mbio mbio.
Ala.
Men don't get old.
Hey.
Yes, I cannot marry an old woman. Hadi mkienda church unamwambia tangulia anakuja. That will not work.
Okay. So it's a good thing that you know what you want. That means you will never find yourself in a situation where you're dating an older woman. So yes.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Ogutu Samuel. My question is, maybe you are dating someone who is older than you. Maybe you are 20 years and you are dating a 70-year-old. Then how could you solve maybe the issues here in between? Maybe unapata this is a Gen Z, anafanya vitu zake ki Gen Z, na huyu pia anataka kufanya vitu zake. So you
kama tunasumbuana millennials na Gen Z. Okay, sawa. We'll have those questions answered first, and then tukiwa na muda tutachukua zingine. Silas, tuanze na zile mbili zilitoka kwa Winnie. Yeah.
So when you talked about being in a relationship and some mambo ya finances imeanza kuingia, let me say that personally I have a problem with this kind of a relationship whereby it's like somebody is trying to buy you. Okay. So he's buying you a car, you are in a relationship, he's taking you to school, and by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a personal, personal perception.
Yes.
So somebody is pumping money into you because he wants you. You. And so he's using money as a way of showing love to you. This means that even when it comes to now preparing yourself now for marriage, you may not even have a sensible conversation about finances because money is coming from one side. What I would say about you if you're dating is that one of the things that we do in marriage and family therapy when you are preparing people for marriage, one of the greatest topic is finances. And finances is not a matter of somebody having their own money. And I think there's a time we had this topic here, having my money, and now the other partner having her own money. It's about people agreeing on how they are going to handle that thing, whereby one is not clinging to some property alone. It's when people marry, everything, they become one. So even their property, whatever you come with and whatever he comes with, it becomes your property. And if it becomes different, like now somebody has some secret money somewhere,
yes,
then it presents some challenges.
Okay.
And there's this issue that you raised about. There's an issue that you raised about. It was about. Remind me. If you mentioned one, I'm going to remember. I'll remember. You mentioned about finances.
The other one was about having Mlolongo off.
Yeah. So in a relationship, one of the things that I believe in, I talked about proximity, but now I think Gen Zs they are changing kila kitu. So you find people are even falling for people who are not. They exist in the other world. Yeah, some media personality out of this world. Yeah, something somewhere. I mean, they have gone a notch higher. But then during our times, you find that proximity really mattered. You find that you fall to the person that maybe you are close with, somebody that you know, maybe you've schooled together, somebody that maybe you've done church together, and so many other things. So when somebody gets to a point now you want to marry, you find that now you will not even go far because he has a circle of friends. And maybe now somebody will pick the best, the best friend. So this idea of having like a backup, I think it's a fallacy. It's a fallacy. Yeah. When you get into a relationship and you feel like this person can branch anytime, I think it needs some good grounding, and there are professionals who are able to work with you as a person. It is not good for you people to work together as a couple. It's good to have accountability partners, and you have counselors. Yeah, people who are even able to help you to align your goals. Because even this issue of age that we are talking about, people are able to align their goals. Like somebody talked about a millennial and a boomer.
Yes.
Yeah, aligning those goals can be a bit tricky. Actually, not a bit tricky. It can be a bit impossible. Because there's somebody who is in school, yeah, somebody has just gotten a job.
The other one is retiring.
The other one is retiring. So aligning those goals is not possible.
Yeah.
But then there are those who are those who can try and it can work.
Okay.
Yeah. So my point is when people are in a relationship, and from where I stand, relationships are supposed to end into marriage.
Okay.
There's need for people to seek counseling.
Okay.
Premarital counseling is very helpful so that people may be able to deal with those things, to deal with finances and all those dynamics, including age.
Sawa. Yeah. We've got about 5 minutes to answer all those questions. So mtasplit wewe na Miriam. You got a few questions from the audience as well.
Yeah. I think
you remember them.
Somebody had asked about was it whether the age gap, how much is too much?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I want to say we may not be able to measure how much is too much, but there should be a respectful age gap, and there's a level at which somebody ceases to be a lover and is like a parent. Yeah, and I believe if anything goes not beyond, this is my belief, if you're a young man and the lady goes not beyond 5 years, there'll be a lot of differences in the future of issues you need to handle. And you'd rather handle them early. Number one, like different energy level. When this guy is like, let's go wherever, carnival, to or wherever hanging, the lady now is at the stage in life where I want to settle.
Yeah.
And also hormonal. We also have to address the issues hormonal. There are times at a certain age when the hormones of a woman may go different direction from the young boy or from the young man. Is the young man going to look for a younger girlfriend to meet the need at that point? There's also the vision and the mission. At times it may be so different. And many a times most of them say, "Ako na wana." You're just different generations. You get my point? So I believe it should be as close as possible to the gap. When gaps are 15, 10, 20 years, it's okay. Nobody can stop you of age, but you also have to put into consideration
the amount of work,
the amount of work and the challenges that will face you. Also, the physical changes you've got to accept. Possibly, you needed a baby or 3 or 4 babies, and we are in a societal setup. Your parents expected you're going to name so and so, but amezadia mtoto moja, nguvu yake inside out imeisha. And so what happens at such a stage? So I think you need to be so real with yourself.
Yes.
Don't go to an older person because of comfort or money only. Look deeper into the situation, and vice versa also for the ladies going to the man.
Okay.
Yeah, like the one she's talking about, 25 and the guy is 60.
60, yeah.
She just got married to her father figure. Yes, and that's it. She got married to comfort.
Yeah.
We lead to our case because we love our fathers. So it is that kind of a father that she will have.
Yes.
That's the kind of a love that is there. Respect. Ato naitwa kama mimi naita daddy.
Okay, tuache.
Is that what you really want?
No. Miriam, you've got about 2 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's someone who asked about what do you tell someone who fears marriage?
Yes.
I think I'll just say something small, but I really think that question Dr. should tackle. But I feel I would want to know now, as a psychologist, as a counselor, what has made you fear marriage?
Okay.
Is it something inherent in you? Maybe you grew up seeing, you grew up in a volatile situation. I'd also want to know, is it because of what you're seeing in society? Is it what you're hearing? Right? So marriage really is something that we can never define marriage. We don't know what kind of marriage you will get into, but what I know is this: it takes 2 people to make marriage work. Your marriage will only be as good and as healthy as the 2 of you decide to make it. So out here you can be seeing all these crazy marriages. I would say don't gauge your idea of marriage or your belief in marriage from what you are seeing. Mostly what we are seeing are, like in the media, are marriages that are not working, but they're marriages that are really working, and they're really good, and they have really mutual respect for one another, love for one another, great commitment and companionship and great communication. Those are the kind of people you need to look for and emulate from. And just have the positive mind that if you yourself, like we said here, if you have decided you want to get married, right? What I would tell you to work on that fear is start working on yourself as a person. What do I need to grow in? What do I need to get out of myself? What do I need to put in? What is this fear I'm having? What do I need to demystify? And then after you've learned, after you've done that, go to the next step of having mentor couples that you can look at and say, these are people I can emulate. These are people, when I want to get into marriage, I would want them to mentor and tell me, walk like this and like this. Otherwise, I would say don't get into marriage blindly. Learn yourself. Learn what you're getting into. Fear will always be there. When you're doing something new, there's fear. But if you don't have fear, we always say, if you don't have fear when you're embarking in something new, then it's not big enough.
Thank you
it's
so
not
much.
Meaningful enough.
Thank you. Piga tu kama unataka. Jose, naona mkono wako lakini hatuna muda. Tunaweza endelea na hii conversation. Tunaweza endelea na hii conversation. Nimeambiwa nikupe 10 seconds. Haya. Inakaa umekupenda 10 seconds, mpatie microphone. 10.
Pendwa, cha kwanza, mimi ningependa kuongezea kwamba kwa yule mtu ambaye alikuwa anasema kwamba anapenda sura na maumbile. Sawa. Upendo, yani kutamani na kupenda ni vitu viwili tofauti.
Kweli.
Jamani, hizi ndoa ziko na mambo. Kuna watu wanalia huko nje yani kwa sababu ya tamaa ambazo hazina mbele wala nyuma. So, ndoa unapotaka kuoa usitamani mtu jinsi alivyo muonekano wa nje.
Aya. 10 seconds imeisha kweli. Na lazima tulipe bills. Asante sana Joseph. Na asante kwa kuja leo. Sijakuona hapa tena before. So keep coming. Thank you. Nyinyi ni wa amazing, my audience. Thank you Miriam. Thank you Silas. Thank you Daktari. Hata mimi ni amazing. Asante. Thank you, Philip. Thank you so much for tuning in today. The thing is, I think the world will always judge. So whatever choice you make, be sure that love is a personal choice. Na wewe ndio una make your choice personally pia, so make it wisely. Nawapenda sana. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Adios.